it's worth investing in a stylist or just clothing and style in general that you feel confident in, that helps you show up more authentically, more vulnerably, and just more confidently. Because truly, if you feel good and you feel like you look good, that can sometimes come off a little bit superficial, but truly it is so much deeper than that. Because in the end, it's true. If we feel good in our body, we feel healthy. If we feel confident, it comes through in our energy and how we present ourselves and how we live our lives.
Improve It Podcast. Improve It peeps. Welcome to the show. I'm Erin Deal. On paper, I am the founder and CEO of Improve It. I'm an improv comedy expert, a top 1% podcast host, a new author and keynote speaker. But on soul, I'm a mom. I'm a recovering perfectionist turned failfluencer, and I'm your new director because every day of your life is an improv scene. So if you are new to the show, welcome. If you already are what we call an Improve It peep, welcome to version 4.0 of this podcast. I am so excited that you chose to invest in yourself here today. So before we dive into this amazing guest, y'all, today is fire. I cannot wait to share these juicy chicken nuggets with you. I want to give you a quick update. My new book, I See You, A Leader's Guide to Energizing Your Team Through Radical Empathy, is available for pre-order. I know pre-ordering is weird. People are like, why would I pre-order something if I'm not going to get it instantly, which is the way we live these days. But what pre-orders do, it allows you to get it the day it comes out. It's going to arrive to your door. It also helps us rise on the Amazon chart. So pre-orders really matter to authors. It's so weird. I've never pre-ordered a book until two of my friends became authors. And I was like, I know how valuable this is. So you can find it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and pretty soon we will have an awesome new website, my personal branding site, to share with you. So in that vein, just know, save your pre-order receipt. It's called I See You, A Leader's Guide to Energizing Your Team. Because once our new website comes out, we're going to give you a free gift with the purchase of the pre-order. So it's actually a 1-hour digital workshop called Radical Empathy that is built as a partner to the book. So it's a high value item. Know that it will only be free when available for pre-order. So stay tuned. We will have that new link and that website in the next couple of weeks. And then secondly, if you have not gotten your free wellness workbook, it is 23 pages of energy boosters, spiritual, guided, fun, energetic, amazing improv-based techniques. I want you to get yours today because we are going to do away with the wellness workbook in the next month. It's a free guide, okay? It gives you those energy boosters, those tangible activities rooted in improv to expand your wellness. So you can check out that link in the show notes to get yours because, as I said, it will be going away soon. Lastly, stay tuned because in conjunction with the release of the book, a meditation album will be coming out. So many things are coming your way. And I want to make sure that my Improve It podcast peeps community gets to hear it first. So if you missed last week's episode 204, called How to Build Trust in Yourself and with Others with the incredible Justin Patton, take a listen. It falls in line with this month's theme of investing in you. And that's what we're talking about here on the show today. But this show with Justin will blow your mind. So if you're wanting to build your confidence muscle, building trust in yourself is the way to do that. Check out episode 204. Now, let's hear about today's guest. I know her, and I'm so thrilled to introduce you to her. Elizabeth is on a mission to inspire women to embody their most authentic, unapologetic selves. And she is the true embodiment of empowerment and self-assuredness with a multifaceted career that seamlessly blends strategy, psychology, style, and content curation. She is a force to be reckoned with in the world of social media and personal development. Elizabeth's mission is to empower others, to pass on her belief in others in an effort to give them the oomph to show up, to help women everywhere discover their inner strength, embrace vulnerability as a superpower, and show up more confidently. She's also a media strategist, and so she happens to be not only my stylist and Improve It's media strategist, but I can tell you that her keen insights into the world of digital media are unparalleled. She crafts compelling narratives that resonate with authenticity, using her psychological sales expertise to connect on a deeper level with audiences. Now, her campaigns aren't just about selling products. They're about selling a belief in oneself. And I can stand to tell the truth and be a testimony. She is fantastic. She's also an influencer brand manager, and she creates meaningful partnerships that empower influencers to use their platforms for positive change. Now, whatever any endeavor she chooses, she reminds us that confidence isn't a destination, it's a journey. Her message of self-love and empowerment reverberates through her work, inspiring women to stand tall, speak their truth, and embrace their unique identities. She is literally a force, and I'm so glad that she is a part of the Improve It Peeps world. She is such a supporter, not only of this show, but just of our work and of me. And she has really helped me in my life stand more confident and feel more confident through styling and personal branding. So I wanted to share her expertise with you because she has changed my life. Let's get to Improving It with the one, the only Elizabeth Martin. Okay, Elizabeth Martin in the house today. Are you excited?
So excited. Yes.
Oh, you're going to crush this. Everyone's going to love you like I do. This is just you and me chilling on the interwebs, having a convo about styling. So
On the end.
let's just jump in really quick. Before, I always set an intention at the top of the show, but I want to just give the Improve It peeps a little back end into how we know each other. So I want to hear your version, but ultimately I want everyone to know it was over a ball of seeds. Okay, so how did we meet, Elizabeth? How did this happen?
Yeah. So how did we meet? So actually, you were doing a podcast interview with Helen Leland, the founder of Blender Bombs, and I was her brand manager, and I was at her house. So I got to meet you. That was the first time we actually met each other. And then you were looking for a stylist to just feel more confident showing up on stage. And I think my contact info got passed along to you, and the rest is history.
Is here we are. Here we are. And
yeah.
Now, we'll tell the Improve It peeps in just a minute what you're doing with us now, but let's set an intention. If you could give our audience one word that you want to give and receive today, what would that word be?
Vulnerable.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that. I thought you were going to go confidence, but I like vulnerable. I like that because that ultimately drives confidence, because there's nowhere to go than just being vulnerable. Because you're just being yourself. And when you can show up as yourself, you can be confident. Okay. I love it.
Because no one's you, right?
That's right. You told me that. Well, okay. So we're talking about investing in yourself this month. This is the final show all about this idea. And you and I met as you were my stylist, but I want to talk about stepping back before that. How did you get to work with Helen Hall Leland, and land this brand manager position with Blender Bombs?
Yeah. So, funny enough, she actually posted on her Instagram stories that she was looking for a brand manager, and I happened to see it that day, which that's absolutely meant to be, because you don't I don't always consume social media like personally myself. And her stories didn't always show up so I could see them. So it was like almost meant to be. So I saw that and then immediately emailed her asking for more information and really, went through this. They do a very intense interview process where it's very project based. So I had to put together, strategic media outreach and all this other stuff. And as well as fashion slides, like kind of like the collage I did for you when we were doing your styling stuff. And ultimately it worked out. And I worked with her and Blenderbomb's team for 2 years and absolutely like loved it. I honestly am so grateful to that experience. I have never felt so like fulfilled in what I was doing and what I am doing now, obviously. And had I not seen that story, like I would not be in this place right now where I am today. So it's just truly, and I think back on it a lot and I'm just so thankful. So grateful to meet you, to be doing this and to be so passionate about what I do. It was always something I really wanted to find that thing, that thing that like lights me up and makes me just so amped and passionate and something I really care about and have that purpose driven career. And here I am. So.
Yeah. And before Blenderbombs, you were working in finance. Did I make that up or am I right?
I was in finance and accounting for like 10 years, which is a total like complete different shift. And then I also owned a company and like art restoration company with my dad and I did that for 2 years. And then it's hard to work with family. So when I separated there, I decided to just figure out what I was really wanted to do, like something that really filled me up, and just happened to see that story that day. So
crazy. Well, the stars aligned. Here we are. And then obviously you were with Blenderbombs and then you had to create these storyboards for Canva with just different outfits. And if you ever go on Helen's stories, you see them. They're beautiful. But did you always know, because 10 years in finance, did you always know that styling was something that you wanted to do? Or was it something you loved just on the side and you've always been into fashion and just kind of the stars aligned and you landed this position? How did you come to know, I want to work with fashion, I want to work with people who are doing wellness products, I want to work with people in brands? How did that come to be?
So I've always been like super creative. Like I was a photographer since I was super young, like I guess late high school. So and my mom is an artist and like, so I've always loved creativity and also creativity in fashion. Like I feel like it's a way of expressing yourself in a unique way. So that is something that I've always enjoyed and loved and kind of did as a hobby or on the side or whatever. But then with the opportunity to do it as my job, it was almost like a no-brainer, to really just like go for it. And when I first started with Helen, there was a lot of like content creation and brand partnerships and all of this types of things. But in creating the content for those brand partnerships and just content for her social media in general, I was filming all of it, creating all of it, styling all of it. So that's really where the styling thing came in heavy. And essentially we were doing like a photo shoot every month and I was picking out all the outfits and based on what we thought her community would like, but also to fit her personal style. So that's really how it all happened. It almost like fell in my lap in a way and all these things kind of aligned in such a unique way. And kind of just really like if these opportunities fall in your lap, just go for it. Like you have nothing to lose, but also so much to gain.
So when we talk about investing in ourselves, it can mean so many things. So what is something that you invest in, or what's a way you invest in yourself every day? How do you do that?
That is a good question. I think, investing in like a morning routine and these like rituals that really make you feel grounded. And I think really how I invest in myself every day is really pursuing what I'm passionate about. And what I'm super passionate about is passing on my belief in other people to help them believe in themselves. And that fills me up more than anything else. Watching someone come alive because they have and feel that maybe I can go for it, or maybe I can do it, or, it's worth investing in a stylist or just clothing and style in general that you feel confident in, that helps you show up more authentically, more vulnerably, and just more confidently. Because they're truly, if you feel good and you feel like you look good, that can sometimes come off a little bit superficial, but truly it is so much deeper than that. Because in the end, it's true. If we feel good in our body, we feel healthy. If we feel confident, it comes through in our energy and how we present ourselves and how we live our lives.
Girl, that's what's up. That is, well, and just if you've ever seen any of the pictures from our Instagram or any of the keynotes, my power blue suits, my power pajama suits are an Elizabeth Martin special. Okay. And she makes me feel confident. Literally, I came to you because I had no clue how to style myself to feel powerful on stage. And you helped me do that. And it's almost like my signature thing is my power pajama suits, and you were so natural with it and it felt so good. And it does empower me because I do feel better when I show up and I feel like I'm not wearing the same thing as everybody else. Yes, I'm sticking out a little bit, but it's actually making me feel more confident in the process.
I love that.
Oh, well, thank you, because you really do make me feel good. And that's what I can see in your work and what you do. It's really about empowering other people, but through that, you're empowering yourself. So what are some ways, or what makes you feel good about styling somebody? So when you send them, and take us through that process too. Let's start there. What's the process like when you work with somebody? And then what makes you feel good about that process?
Yeah. So in talking about our process when we did this together, essentially you kind of gave me a snapshot of what you were looking for. You were looking for suits or outfits to wear for your keynotes and that were different than what you were wearing before. So something, a little bit, obviously you were looking for turquoise. So that was like my boundary or my, what I needed to find, but then that was it, right? So you kind of we had a phone call and you shared who you are, and just meeting you, like you come through the screen and it's just Erin and you're just so vibrant. And so with that, I kind of gathered what I needed to find. So found the turquoise suits. We knew that we wanted that. And then just kind of put together different looks, like some cute tops that were versatile so that it could go with both suits, and some cool, unique pattern shirts, but also some accessories, some really cool shoes. And also, we work within the budget of whatever you wanted to spend on your new wardrobe. So put together some really cool collages on the different outfits and how they all play off of each other. And it's almost like a capsule wardrobe for your events, right? And then I presented all that to you, and then you went and purchased your outfits and then got them in the mail, which you were so excited. That was so fun. And then you tried them on. We did the whole virtual call through that. And honestly, just feeling the excitement through your emails, through our phone calls, that's what I feel like is so fulfilling to me, because you can feel the confident energy. You can feel the excitement. You can feel she really feels like she can show up better, more vibrant, more energetic on stage. And that's everything. If I can support that in any way to any woman, I think that's really what fills me up the most and what I feel is my mission.
I love it. And it is your mission, and you made me feel that way. And I will tell you, we did this virtually. You live in Atlanta. I live in Charleston. So you work with anybody, anywhere, which is amazing. And it didn't feel, I was literally in my bathroom with you trying on these clothes on FaceTime. Sure. And I was like, God, and it just, when they came together, when I saw myself, and you're right, I have three kind of cornerstone pieces and so many different ways to dress those up. And we found all these things within budget on sale, some of them. And I had the first keynote where I wore the power blue pajama suit, and every woman, it was a women-based conference, every woman who walked through that door was like, oh my God, I love your suit. I love your suit.
That's the best.
Yeah. And it just feels good. I love that that's your mission because it shines through so much in what you do. And I want to talk about that word budget because a lot of people are listening to this thinking, oh my God, I don't have a budget to have a stylist. So if you're thinking right now, okay, the stars aren't aligned budget wise, what is an easy tip that they can do to make themselves feel more confident in their current wardrobe?
Absolutely. So number one, I think that finding a stylist that will work with you on your budget, and like maybe there's payment plans or maybe something like that. So then I can make it work for you, because in a way, this is also like a passion project on the side of what I do full time. So I am like very flexible on that because really it is something that really fills me up. But that said, something that you can do is, I think the most important thing is you show up more confidently, not only when you like what you're wearing, but also you're comfortable, right? That was one of your main takeaways and main things that you were focused on, is like, I want to feel comfortable. And I think that's so important. So, if you have that pair of jeans that you continually go back to because they're comfortable, because you enjoy the way they fit, but not only the way they fit, you feel comfortable, but like they just make you feel good. Like you look in the mirror and you're like, yes, this is it. I think that if any pieces of clothing that you have in your closet don't make you feel that way, they need to go. Sell the other things that you don't feel confident in, and save that money to work with a stylist who can help take you outside of your comfort zone. I think it's hard. Sometimes people will, so many people online shop these days. So if you're online shopping, you'll buy all these things that are outside of your comfort zone, and then you get them home and you try them all on. It just doesn't work. And that can really mess with your confidence in going outside of the box or adventuring to new, exciting pieces. So I would say, get inspiration, go on Pinterest, make a board, do those things if you can't invest in a stylist.
What places would you suggest to sell used clothing? I'm ready for this. Give me this.
Yeah. I think Poshmark is great. I think Mercari is great too.
Mercari. I don't know Mercari. Okay.
Yeah. There's a few different places. Poshmark is the most friendly, easy to use. I've sold so many things on Poshmark. So, and it's super easy. They make it very user friendly. So look into that if you are wanting to get rid of old stuff, or just give it away.
Yeah. Just a nice little Marie Kondo purge every now and then. Can't hurt anybody. And I think that's a great idea, because then you sell it, you use that money to invest in a stylist. You feel good. You have staple pieces. You have a staple wardrobe, which I think is key, because now when I go to a keynote, I'm like, this is my staple wardrobe, and I will not wear anything for said keynote outside of the keynote, because I want it to look great and it's nice. It's nice, high quality items. But I sometimes will pull something from there and be like, I might wear this today with a jean, and then, but it's high quality. So that's something I've really learned as I've continued in my career. I used to be the queen of going to Forever 21 / H&M / those are still great places. But I would buy quantity over quality. And now I'm the reverse.
Yes.
Because it makes such a difference.
Yeah, it really does. And I think just the way that things are made, if they are quality, is just better. It will fit you better. So I think it's worth, investing in 5 to 10 capsule classic forever pieces. And then you can also add accessories to make it more fun and make it a little bit different. Necklaces, earrings, a scarf here and there. So many different ways to like spice up an outfit, but still wearing those pieces that you feel most confident in.
Okay, I love that. I want to stick with that notion, because you always have the best style. You and I went to New York together, and you get off the plane in a full khaki outfit, head to toe, matching the suitcase. I was like, Elizabeth, like, this is a runway. This runway is your runway. So what drives you when it comes to styling yourself? And are there any tips you can give the Improve It peeps if you're just feeling blah and you don't want to spend a ton of money and you're looking at your current wardrobe? Are there any things that you can do to give yourself that little oomph, that little pizzazz.
Absolutely. Especially like low price items. Like right here, I have like a little scarf. This will totally change an outfit, right? If you want to tie it here, tie it behind, like little things like this, $15, right? Go on Amazon and find some cute earrings that can like make you feel like you have a new outfit. Necklaces, accessories. I think Amazon has some really amazing things right now. If you don't don't want to spend a lot of money. Also, if you do want to invest in a few really cool pieces, there's so many different designers out there that do really, really unique artistic. It's basically art. But I would say find some really funky patterns and add them in a scarf, in a silk scarf. Also, winter's upon us. So, a fun wraparound scarf, a fun jacket or blazer can change those staples completely. So accessorize, that totally changed the vibe of these out if you feel kind of like sick of the things you've been wearing recently.
Oh my God, I love it. Well, and let me say this. I'm ready for sweater weather. I am so ready for sweater weather. I'm done sweating. I want the sweater.
So done sweating.
Done sweating. And then the other thing you just made me think of with that is we all have in our wardrobe currently some type of, we have a shirt, we have a blouse, we have something that makes us feel good and confident. I'll never forget this. Yesterday, because it was yesterday, so I'll never forget. I was on a Zoom call with Jenna on our team, our director of client experience, and she had on this like raised shoulder blouse that made her look so powerful. And I knew she had a bunch of client calls that day. And I was like, you are bossing. And she is just looking at me. She's laughing, but I couldn't even take her seriously. I was like, I feel like I'm in the principal's office. I was like, you feel like you're a boss. And it just totally changed her vibe. And if you need to step into character, use your wardrobe to feel more to feel more powerful.
Absolutely. And a fun hack that you can do is order some shoulder pads on Amazon to change the look of your shirt. I have them. I've used them.
Stop.
Just insert them into your white collared shirt that you've worn a million times and you kind of want to pizzazz it up, and you can double them up for that high shoulder.
Yes.
Super simple.
Okay, I'm going to need that link. We're going to put that link in the show notes. Get yourself some sassy shoulder pads. Okay, everybody, sassy shoulder pads. That is what is up, literally, our shoulders. Okay, yeah. I want to talk on this confidence hack piece one more time because I love that we're talking about style. We're talking about fashion. When we look good, we feel good. And we're talking about investing in ourselves this month. So if you don't have monetary money, budget, what have you, to invest in yourself with a stylist, which Elizabeth is awesome. So you should invest in Elizabeth. But is there anything confidence-wise, any confidence hack that you can give us to take in our day-to-day? Anything that you would say makes you feel more powerful?
I have to lean back on the intention we set and being vulnerable. I think a lot of people view vulnerability as it'll push people away, but I think it's actually the most magnetic and confidence building thing you can do. I think that if you show up more vulnerable with your friends, with your family, if you are, have a platform that you speak on or a stage that you speak on, the more you're vulnerable, the more the people that you're with around you show up vulnerable. And it's almost like this domino effect that opens up this whole new world of, I'm not alone, number one. My story or whoever I am in this life matters. And it creates this whole, like I said, whole world. I think it's a magical world of really like stepping into you. And like we talked about earlier, like no one else can be you. So if you're able to show up more vulnerably, which is just sharing all facets of you and really embracing who you are, I think that you'll feel that will totally come back to you full circle.
Oh, I love it. It's a magnet. It attracts. Yeah. I love it. And it's so true. And you encourage me. So what everyone doesn't know is Elizabeth is also our media strategist. Okay. So she also pushes me to be more vulnerable on social media, which I mean, I do it here. The peeps are used to it. Okay. Give me this microphone all day long, put me in front of a camera, and I'm like, hi, I'm Erin Dale. And this is, blah. But you really push me to show up authentically because people relate to that. And I mean, I don't try to not be authentic. I think sometimes when we put a camera in front of our face, we change how we are slightly, we amplify it. But I have noticed the more that I do it, the less I turn on newscaster Erin, and I become more vulnerable, and I become more okay with letting my guard down. And I think that that's really awesome that is our intention. It is your purpose. That is what you're doing with styling, with helping with brands, with media. So let me ask you a fun question. If you could style anybody in the world, who would your dream client be?
God, that's such a loaded question, Erin.
I know. I want to know.
I don't know. Honestly, one of your people in your community.
Yes. Improve it, peeps.
That's what I love the most is like anyone, any average person who's struggling, feeling confident. Like that's who I want to, touch base with or help in any way that I can. I think, normal people, you guys.
Yeah. Especially if you're chuggy. I am like the queen of chug. And if you don't know chuggy, it's like a Gen Z word. Look it up. I am the chugmeister. Okay.
Can you define chuggy, please?
It's basically wearing clothing that you had in your youth, but continuing to wear it as an elder millennial. Am I right in that? Should I chat GPT this? Should I?
Yeah, you should.
Okay, let's do it. I'm going to get the actual definition for everybody right now really quick because I actually don't know. I just know when I see it. What would your definition be?
So you were I had to look up that word when you said that to me.
That's awesome. Okay, ChatGPT says, chuggy is a slang term that emerged on social media to describe something or someone is outdated, uncool, or trying too hard to be trendy but missing the mark. It's often used to criticize things that were once considered fashionable but are now seen as cliche or overdone. So it's like the juicy bottom sweatsuit probably is chuggy.
Totally.
Yeah. It's like, things I wore in 2005.
Right.
Like, and there's some of that still in my closet. Not going to lie. So we got to get it out.
And that's okay. Because I can tell you this right now. My mom recently gave me her Levi's that have totally come back. Her Levi's from college.
That is crazy. I love that she kept her jeans.
Well, a little. Yeah.
Oh.
I love it. They actually don't fit me, sadly. But we're going to get them altered so that we can wear them.
That is amazing. You're right, because chuggy can come back. Yeah. If Janice, my mom, gave me her jeans, they would actually be in style because she's been wearing mom jeans since before they were cool. And, they're here to stay, apparently. That's where they're at. Okay, that was just my fun question because I really, really wanted to know that. And I love that answer. And so Improve It peeps, make sure that you check out the show notes for all things Elizabeth. We're going to put that in there. But I have to ask you this final question because this is something we ask every guest. And I'm so curious of this answer, but I kind of think I know it. We say at Improve It, your it is your mission. It is your passion. It is the one thing that you bring to the world. So what is your it?
My it is empowering women to feel confident showing up as themselves vulnerably. And whether that is I'm passing on that belief in them and helping them show up as themselves in styling or in showing up on social media and media strategy, that is what literally lights me up so much. Seeing someone be able to show up more confidently and just enjoying it more and seeing the benefits of that and just being more vulnerable and seeing how much that totally changes their energy and the way that they show up every day is so fulfilling. That is my it for sure. And I think that leads into basically everything I do on a daily basis, which is really cool this is now my career.
Your hobby became your career. I love it. I love it so much. We will put the link to all things Elizabeth in the show notes, but I also think you have a giveaway for our audience. What is it? Tell us.
So I'm thinking, let's give away a free styling appointment. Yeah?
I think that's a genius idea.
Maybe we should give away 3 of them.
Oh, okay. Everyone right now, immediately stop what you're doing. How do you enter to win this giveaway?
So you have to go and like and comment on Erin's last 3 posts whenever this goes live. And obviously, if you're listening to Improve It, you already follow Erin, but come on over and follow me too. And my handle is Not Another Liz.
And her name is not Liz. Yeah, she's not Liz. It will confuse you for a minute, but she is Elizabeth. And I love it.
Yes. And the reason behind that is not another like, oh, just another Liz, like I'm not another Liz because my name's actually Elizabeth. So call me that and not Liz.
That's right. That's right. And one time I made that mistake and I was like, dang, I know your name is Elizabeth, but I was looking at your handle for so long. But everybody, please do that. We'll put that in the show notes as well. If you have any questions, look in the show notes because that giveaway will be there. And we would love for you to win because 3 styling sessions is amazing. That is crazy. That's amazing. 1 winner, 3 sessions or 3 separate winners?
Oh, what do you think? You decide.
No, I think 3 separate winners. The more the merrier. Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. Elizabeth, thank you so much for being on this show, for being vulnerable, for being your authentic, true self, for helping other people learn how to invest in themselves through feeling confident in their styling. It is a pleasure to have you. We'll have you back soon.
Yes. Can't wait.
Improve It, peeps. I'm so glad you got to meet Elizabeth. She is such a trusted advisor and great mentor for us here on Improve It, the podcast, Improve It, the company, Improve It, the brand. So here's your homework. Do the giveaway. Get a free styling session with Elizabeth. Come on, this is crazy. I cannot believe it's free. You will absolutely be blown away by what she picks out for you. All you have to do is follow the actual directions in today's show notes. So go to the show notes wherever you're listening to the show and follow. You will have to like 3 of my posts, follow me and follow Elizabeth as well. And those handles will be there in the show notes for you. She will choose 3 different winners. Crazy. Get yourself a styling session, especially if you're listening today and you're thinking, oh, this sounds great, but I don't have money to invest in a stylist. Now you do. This is your gift. Go get it. All right. Now remember, if you liked this episode, go to episode 204, the show before this with Justin Patton, all about building trust in yourself and with others. Oh, this month is all about investing in you. And I am just so grateful that you took the time to invest in yourself, to show up here, to be the highest version of yourself by taking time to give to yourself and give yourself this knowledge is going to help you go the extra mile and it's going to help you feel good, which is really the most important thing. Now, I want you to remember this. The more you feel good, the more fun you have, the more things come your way. So if today empowered you, go ahead, enter that giveaway, get that contest going, and also send today's episode to a friend to help empower them. I'm so proud of you for showing up week after week. Thank you so much for investing in yourself all September long. And you know what I'm going to say? Keep failing, keep improving, because this world needs that very special it that only you can bring. I'll see you next time.
Improve it. Improve It Podcast.